To start, Patricia supports two types of email setup, MAPI and SMTP. Each of these have their own pros and cons, which you will need to consider, and the choice you make will affect which BC settings you add in maintenance. Contact your IT department for assistance with this and all other MAPI or SMTP settings. So the difference between the two are as follows. With MAPI, an email is sent via Outlook and stored in the Outlook sent items. This cannot be used for any other emailing program. Letters are sent as attachments, and the email body can only contain non-formatted text. No pictures, text formatting, and so on. SMTP supports formatting, and this is the recommended option to use. It can be used on any email platform, but emails are not stored in the Outlook sent items, only in Patricia. You can still get the same functionality though by including yourself in the BCC or having a transport rule in place. Lastly, the body email can contain text formatting, pictures, and so on. The setup for this is done in the maintenance application. In maintenance, click on the basic configuration button and expand the letter folder. Here we have a set of BC values that you need to consider. Basic configuration setting 214, 215, 216, 217, 218, and 219 is used for email setup. Kindly note that Patrick Support does not have access to this information for your organization. Please contact your IT department for assistance. In BC 214, we define what type of emailing solution will be used, MAPI or SMTP, and if SMTP, what variant will we use. In BC 215, we set the IP address of the SMTP server to be used for the emailing process. In BC 216, we set the port number. If the SMTP server requires authentication to send an email, change the value of BC 217 to true and enter a username and password in BC values 218 and 219 respectively. Once all of this has been entered, you should be able to send emails from within Patricia. To test this, generate any RTF document against an existing case, and on the email window, click Send Email. You should get a message stating that the email was sent successfully. If not, then there's an issue with your setup. One last point to mention for our BC values. If you work in a large organization, then the setup will need to be done on person level for each user. So as an example, I will add a new SMTP authentication entry. Click on the person setup and click New. Choose a login ID and the equivalent value. You will need to do the same then for BC 219.